Hi, my name is CMPLEX, and today we're turning some simple sounds into more interesting ones by using resonators and Corpus and a bunch of randomization and other stuff we can add. Also, I will record a bunch of these samples and provide them to you, but more on it later. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the effect chain. First of all, let's start with a basic snare. I'm gonna pick this one. As first plugin of the effect chain, I'm gonna use Ableton's Resonator. Insert it. It sounds like this, fully wet. But because I don't want to manually change its parameters, luckily we have a cool tool called the expression control within Ableton. Therefore, I'm gonna make a separate MIDI channel. I'm gonna change all the MIDI ins to random. Change the amount to 100 on every channel. And now I'm gonna map them to a few of the knobs of the resonator. I'm quickly going to make a MIDI clip. Put a note on C3, it doesn't really matter on what note it is. This will send MIDI information to the expression control, and the expression control will then randomize these 5 knobs. So every time the loop happens, the expression control will randomize the knobs of the resonator. Resulting in a different resonance every time a loop happens. But now I have the flexibility for whenever I hear something that I like. For example, this sound, it will just repeat the sound. If I drag it back, it triggers the randomization again. So for the next step, pretty easy, I'm just gonna input Ableton's utility. Increase the volume quite a bit. I know it seems a bit unnecessary, but it really shapes the sound later. Just for safety purposes, and of course this will be loud, I'm gonna implement a limiter. For the next step, I'm gonna insert reverb. I'm just gonna use Ableton stock reverb, but of course every reverb will work. I'm gonna increase the dry width to 100, and it sounds like this right now. Already pretty cool. Not only that we are coming from this sound. And I'm also going to increase the decay a little bit. I'm gonna change the position of the limiter. So now the volume of the sample will affect the reverb. For the next plugin is where things actually get interesting. I'm gonna insert Corpus and 4 LFOs. I'm gonna duplicate this one, but I'm gonna put this on random, change the rate to sync mode, and I'm gonna put this on 4. So every bar, it will give a randomized value. Duplicate this 3 times. And I'm gonna map the first one to the decay, the second one to the material, the fourth one to the tuning. The fourth one, therefore, we need to go to pipe mode and map this one to the radius. Of course, because we like randomization, there is 1 slot available still from the expression control, and I'm gonna assign it to the resonance type. So now every time a bar repeats, Corpus acts completely different. All right. I made 4 different LFOs. I also could have just picked 4 of the same LFO because, for instance, if I do that and the decay lands on 25%, and the material on 30, and the tune on 50, and the radius on 80, every time the decay lands on the same number, the other 3 also land on that exact same number. So if you want complete randomness, 4 is the way to go. But now, even whenever I hear something cool, after 4 bars, the randomization of the corpus gets re-triggered. So whenever I hear something cool, it kind of gets lost after 4 bars. So to counter that, to have a solution for that, I'm going to group these and assign a key, pressing Command or Control K, to the on-off button of the group. So if I hear something cool, like for example this. So every time I now hit the key and also get this one out of the loop, I will get the same sound every time. But if I now press the key again, the randomization continues. Alright, so the next plugin is Valhalla Frequency Echo. It's a free plugin you can download from their website, and I'm gonna insert it behind the LFOs. For that, I'm gonna duplicate one of the LFOs 2 times and assign the shift and delay of the plugin. So the shift and the delay to make it even more interesting. Sound like this. I'm gonna pull down the mix a bit. Same goes for the feedback. Implement the low cut so it leaves the everything below 570 Hertz alone. Just to have the low end not affected. Before we continue, I'm going to increase the dry wet to 100% for the corpus. I'm gonna pull this clip back. So this is the absolute basics, but of course we can make it a little bit better. I was thinking on adding a reverb behind the corpus also. Not fully wet, thinking 50%. Cool. I'm gonna do a before and after, group this real quick. Sound was originally like this, and now it sounds like this. I was also thinking of putting an overdrive before the first reverb, increasing the dry wet. Or maybe behind the corpus. Increasing the volume right here. Right, cool. Of course, you can use this on whatever sound source you'd like. Right here I have a simple plug, a rim shot, a recording of tapping my guitar, and recording my microphone arm from the last video, and also a saw wave. The plug sounds like this, the rim shot like this, guitar like this, the microphone arm and a dry bass sound. Alright, let's put on the effect chain and let's just listen. Very cool for some drone sounds. So yeah, try it out yourself. You can obviously expand on it. You can change the order of the plugins. You can add more distortion or whatever. I will record a bunch of these sounds and include them in a sample pack that is for free, of course, in the description down below. In the last video, I recorded a bunch of sounds like this microphone arm and put them through a convolution reverb and made some cool sounds also. So if you want to check that out. Alright, so hopefully you got something out of this and I hope you can make some cool sounds.